Our question for today is Genesis 2:23 and 24, are those Adam's first inspired words that we can read about, as well as it's a follow-up question with that in verse 24 in reference to that. It says, how did the idea of father and mother ever come to his mind?
Wow. Okay. Well, as always, context is the key. And I think in this case, one of the pieces of context is who wrote this book.
Okay.
And in that case, it was Moses. Moses wrote the book of Genesis, and he is an inspired writer. He's the one who God revealed these things to. Adam, on the other hand, I don't know that I would call him inspired. He was created,
Right.
but not. I don't know that I'd say inspired.
Yeah, so we don't kind of know where they're coming from that angle. But let's take a look at the text. Let's see what it says. If you don't mind, read that for us.
All right. So Genesis chapter 2, verses 23 and 24. And Adam said, this is now bone of my bone and flesh of my flesh, and she shall be called woman, because she was taken out of man. Therefore a man shall leave his father and mother and be joined to his wife, and they shall be one flesh.
All right. So just as you already said, the key is who's speaking where, right? So we see there in verse 23, how does it start off? It says, and who said?
It says Adam said.
Adam says. Okay, so those are Adam's words. In mine, it has the quotation marks. It's separated. It shows you that it's Adam's words. That's his statement that he says. Then we get to 24. That's not Adam speaking.
All right.
So that's not Adam speaking there. That was just a statement of his, and rather it's not really him speaking. It's a statement that he said that's being recorded here in this passage.
And that comes back to what we were saying about it being who's writing this, because this is a narrative that God gave to Moses, and he is quoting what Adam said. Now, there's another aspect of this is whenever you say, where do you get the idea of father and mother? Well, don't forget that man is made in God's image, which means that we have we have intellect like he would have. We have certain characteristics about us that he would have. And so Adam wasn't formed as a baby. He was formed as an adult, if you will, a thinking adult.
Right. And there's quite frankly just some things that we don't know. Right.
Deuteronomy 29:29.
There it goes. And so there's some things that we don't know. Those things belong to the Lord. But we do know that God was teaching Adam along the way.
Amen.
We do know that he was teaching Adam. We see it on different occasions, but you don't know all of what he was teaching him.
That's right.
But you do see some, just like when Eve comes into the picture, he says, hey, that tree over there, you're not to partake of that. So God is in the equation. He's teaching. He's helping Adam along, and we have to know that about it. But how do we know how it formulated in his mind? There's no way for us to know that, just like we wouldn't know anything that formulates in your mind.
That's right, yeah.
or anybody else. We don't know. The Bible doesn't reveal it to us, so therefore, that's out of the question.
Amen.